Welcome to today's deep dive. So, you know that feeling when you're in a packed sports bar, right? It's the final seconds of a championship game. Half the room erupts in cheers, and the other half is just uh, staring in total confusion because their TV is lagging a full second behind.
Oh yeah, that is the absolute worst.
Right. Well, today our mission is uncovering the hidden tech that prevents that exact disaster. We're looking at a product specs page and some customer reviews from HDTVSupply. It's for this piece of professional AV gear called the Atlona HT-AIM-70-TX 70-meter HDBaseT extender sender.
Quite a mouthful.
Yeah, seriously. But basically, we want to know how this compact little device solves that massive universal headache of sending pristine 4K video over long distances, without the lag.
Yeah, because the physics of traditional wiring just eventually work against you. Sending a huge 4K data signal over a long standard HDMI cable is just asking for trouble.
It's like trying to shoot a literal fire hose of water through a tiny garden hose, right? It's like eventually the pressure is too much and the signal just drops.
That is a perfect way to put it.
Yeah.
And that's exactly where this Atlona device steps in. It completely bypasses those traditional HDMI limitations.
Yeah.
It pushes 4K UHD video at 60 Hz with 4.2.08-bit color, along with HDCP 2.2 compliance and audio embedding.
Wow, okay.
And the craziest part, it claims to do all of this with zero latency.
Okay, wait, I actually got to push back on that a little bit. I mean, zero latency, isn't that technically impossible? Like, data still has to physically travel through the wire. So how fast are we actually pushing this data?
Well, yes. Strictly speaking, instantaneous transmission violates the laws of physics. But in AV terms, zero latency just means there's no perceptible delay to the human brain.
Oh, gotcha. So it's just too fast for us to even notice.
Right. And according to the customer reviews from retail and sports bar owners, this instantaneous transmission is absolutely critical. If there's a delay, it just completely ruins the live viewing experience.
Which makes total sense. But that brings up the next logical step. If we aren't using those bulky, long HDMI cables, how is the data physically traveling?
Well, it uses standard networking cables, just regular Ethernet. If you use a basic C-Key 6 cable, this device pushes 4K up to 35 meters. And for 1080p, it actually reaches 60 meters.
Wait, really? It's just a basic computer cable?
Yeah. And if you upgrade to a Cat6a or KT7 cable, 4K goes to 40 meters, and 1080p reaches a massive 70 meters.
Wow, 70 meters. That is basically the length of a football field.
Right. Furthermore, it features bidirectional power over cable.
Oh, poothy.
Exactly, Pussy. And it also has two-way IR and RS-232 pass-through.
Okay, so it's kind of like a multi-lane highway. The 4K video is like driving in the fast lane, while the power supply and the remote control signals are just casually carpooling in the other lanes, all on that one single wire.
That is such a great analogy, and it really highlights the real-world value of this $193 slimline device. Because of the PTC and RS-232, installations require far fewer power outlets.
Oh, I bet. You don't need to hire an electrician for every single screen.
Exactly. It allows for central control, which explains why the source notes it's so incredibly easy for staff to operate across multiple retail locations.
Right, the bartender can just hit one button and turn on 20 TVs at once.
Yeah, without needing an engineering degree.
So essentially, whether you're outfitting a massive commercial sports bar or you're just trying to hide all that AV clutter in your own living room, understanding this tech is vital. It proves that with the right extender, standard Ethernet infrastructure can do some really heavy lifting.
It definitely does. It changes the whole game.
It really does. So here's a final thought for you to mull over. If a single standard CE cable can now simultaneously carry heavy 4K video, two-way control data, and physical power across 70 meters, how much longer until the traditional bulky HDMI cord becomes completely obsolete in our everyday lives?